Mr. Clerk, we're ready? Okay. So I'll now call to order the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders meeting. It's our regular meeting of June 27th, 2019. Clerk of the Board, would you please call the roll?
Freeholder Estrada.
Present.
Freeholder Garrettson. Freeholder Granados.
Here.
Freeholder Hudak.
Here.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad.
Here.
Freeholder Staton.
Here.
Freeholder Williams.
Here.
Vice Chairman Mirabella.
Present.
And Chair Kowalski.
Here. Thank you. Would you please lead us in the prayer and salute to the flag?
Humbly we ask God, the giver of peace and lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, to grant the light of his spirit on all who work for justice and peace.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance.
Mr. Clerk, would you please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act?
The Chair wishes to announce that pursuant to the requirements of New Jersey statutes annotated Title 10, Chapter 4, Section 10 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Union has been given by mailing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2019, along with periodic changes necessitated by circumstances, to the newspapers circulating within the County of Union who are designated to receive such notice, and by posting the annual meeting schedule for the year 2019 in the Administration Building, and further by filing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2019 with the Office of the County Clerk.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve communications?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Freeholder Granados, seconded by the Vice Chair. Please call the roll.
Freeholder Estrada.
Yes.
Freeholder Garrettson.
Yes.
Freeholder Granados.
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak.
Aye.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad.
Yes.
Freeholder Staton.
Yes.
Freeholder Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
And Chair Kowalski.
Yes. All right, and now may I have a motion to approve the 2018 executive session minutes?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Freeholder Hudak, seconded by Freeholder Granados. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Freeholder Estrada.
Yes to all.
Freeholder Garrettson.
Yes, abstaining from January 25th and 1st, please.
Freeholder Granados.
Aye at all.
Freeholder Hudak.
I will abstain on the minutes of February 1st. Aye to the rest.
Freeholder Williams.
I would like to abstain from January 25th and February 1st. I vote in favor of July 12th and September 6th.
And Vice Chairman Mirabella.
Abstain July 12th. Aye to the rest.
And Chair Kowalski.
Abstain on July 12th and yes to the rest.
Okay. You have, pardon me, 5 votes in the affirmative with 2 abstentions January 25th, 4 votes in the affirmative with 2 abstentions February 1st, 5 votes in the affirmative, 2 abstaining for 7/12. And I apologize, September 6th, 7 votes in the affirmative.
Thank you. Tonight, we have an ordinance for introduction. Clerk of the Board, would you please read the ordinance by title?
Ordinance number 808-2019, bond ordinance to authorize the making of various public improvements and the acquisition of new additional or replacement equipment and machinery, new additional furnishings, new communication and signal systems equipment, new information technology and telecommunications equipment, and new automotive vehicles, including original apparatus and equipment, in, by, and for the County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $48,560,397 to pay the cost thereof, to appropriate state grants, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
Thank you. Vice Chairman Mirabella, would you please move ordinance number 808-219 for first reading?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I will move ordinance number 808, 2019 for first reading and authorize the clerk of the board to advertise the same in accordance with the law. The public hearing and final reading will be scheduled to be held on July 25th, 2019.
May we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Fielder Granados. Clerk of the board, please call the roll.
Fielder Estrada,
Yes.
Fielder Garrettson,
Yes.
Fielder Granados,
Aye.
Fielder Hudak,
Aye.
Fielder Palmieri Muedad, Fielder Staton,
Yes.
Fielder Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Mirabella,
Aye.
and Chair Kowalski.
Yes,
Chair, you have 9 votes in the affirmative.
thank you. The meeting is now open to the public for the purpose of commenting on resolutions being offered for adoption only. If you have a comment, please state your name and town of residence and observe the 5-minute time limit.
Yeah, John Berry of Kenilworth. Just one. In my draft, it's 529 with the Union County Improvement Authority constructing. It says Bio-Dew Solids Processing Facility. I just have 4 questions on this. What is a Bio-Dew Solids Processing Facility? And where in Linden is it going to be? And how much is it going to cost overall, or what estimate? I assume it'll be bonded. You know, what's the idea about bonds? And who's going to be paying for these bonds, or will there be fees or whatever? How much will the taxpayers be paying? That's about it.
Thank you. I'll call Mr. Dan Sullivan from the Improvement Authority.
Thank you, Madam Chair, freeholders. Happy to answer the questions concerning the Aries project in Linden. I have a couple of gentlemen here who can help me discuss that, but first off, it is being constructed in Tremley Point in Linden at the site of the Linden-Roselle Sewerage Authority. This is a partnership between the authority and Aries, and we have someone here who can explain the project itself. The involvement with the authority, we were asked by the Linden-Roselle Sewerage Authority to participate, this is probably about a year ago, when I got a call from the Executive Director, Dave Brown, there. So we have been involved in terms of trying to get the project off the ground. We are only doing the financing, as you will hear in a moment. This is not involved any county dollars. This is not involved any county guarantee. There's no impact on the taxpayers of the county whatsoever. So to follow up with the other questions, I'm going to invite John Drakowitz from the Gibbons firm, who is bond counsel for the authority, who can answer some of the other questions as it relates to the financing. And I also have with me Mr. Phil Generelli, who is the project consultant for Aries itself, who can explain what a biosolids facility actually is. John, why don't you come up first?
Thank you.
Yeah, and John Drakowitz from the Gibbons Law Firm, and it's my pleasure to be here today. This transaction will involve the issuance of revenue bonds by the Union County Improvement Authority. Those revenue bonds will be strictly non-recourse to the Improvement Authority, meaning that they're not going to be financially liable to make payment on the bonds. The documents will be strictly worded to ensure that there's no financial liability to the Improvement Authority. The bonds will be utilized in an amount not to exceed $50 million, the proceeds of which will be loaned to Aries Linden, LLC. Aries Linden LLC will be the sole party responsible to repay the bonds, and the bonds will be secured from revenues being generated at the facility through contracts that have been executed in connection with the biosolids facility. Also to note that the County of Union will have no financial responsibility in connection with this facility, so therefore the authority nor the County of Union will have any financial liability, in connection with the project. And it's strictly a loan to be made to Ares, secured by the revenues from the facility. The bonds will be issued as tax-exempt obligations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to make it clear that the authority itself is not having oversight over the construction. We have no involvement whatsoever with that part of the project. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Phil Generelli, who is with Ares. He can certainly answer any questions as to the project itself and how it's going to work. Phil?
Thank you, Dan. And thank you, freeholders here. There's a question on what biosolids are, and it's very simple. The Lyndon Roselle Sewerage Authority is a biosolids facility. It processes sludge. That's what it does. It takes waste treatment from the city. We are going to be doing, hopefully, part of that, but also processing sludge from third parties. It's a bioorganic facility. It is not incineration. It is actually destroying sludge. And when we destroy the sludge, we actually make a product from that called biochar. We sell the biochar. And as Mr. Drakowitz said here, our revenue comes from tipping fees on the front end, and hopefully we make money doing that on the back end. We went to the authority looking for assistance in getting private activity bonds, and which they have done, and that's why we're here tonight.
Excuse me, Mr. General, you said it makes a product from the biosolids, but I didn't hear what that was.
There's a byproduct from the entire process. It is commonly known as biochar. Biochar.
Okay.
Heavily concentrated carbon. It's black. And normally we try to sell that to markets in lieu of fly ash. And our customers that would do that, this is very similar, this is a very small amount of revenue on the back end, would be to replace fly ash in concrete, in bricks, things like that.
Thank you.
Hope that answers your question. Happy to, if there's additional questions.
Madam Chair, may I ask a question?
Fielder Estrada.
Yeah. Now, there is a few other facilities in Union County that generate or deal with slush. Do you handle this any other place other than this facility that's going to take place in Linden?
At this time, we have contracts with haulers who actually go out and pick sludge from many different places, and they will be bringing that to our facility. So we don't have contracts directly with those producers, those generators. It's with haulers. They do. They have contracts with those facilities. We don't.
Okay, so some of the words, how big of facilities are going to be in Linden to do this? In terms of square footage?
Square footage, we went to Lyndon Roselle because they had a 20-year-old building, which they were not utilizing. So it's inside of that old dewatering building that we will be housing the entire system. The footprint is less than 10,000 square feet.
10,000 square
10,000 square feet. It's the same size as the building that's there. We're not expanding the footprint that much.
Okay. Is any hazards to the point of view in terms of, for individuals?
No,
Exposure to this at all whatsoever?
not at all. We
No
had to
more
go.
than it has now, right?
No, we had to go through the entire permitting process at the New Jersey DEP, and we had to explain everything we were doing to them, which we're happy of the 7 or 8 permits. I think we've got them all. The last one was the air permit, and they have recently given us a draft of that. But we had to go through that entire hazardous issue with them over about a 1.5 year period.
So when are you ready to go, once you get the approval and the loans?
We hope to close July 10th? The end of August?
This year?
Yes.
Okay.
Start construction maybe after Labor Day. It would take about a year, hopefully be in operation by the end of next year.
Well, wish you luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions, freeholder? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sullivan, thank you. Seeing no other comments, I'll close that portion of the meeting. And we'll move on to motion to adopt resolutions 2019-524 through 2019-576.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Moved by the Vice Chair. May we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Freeholder Granados. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Freeholder Estrada?
Yes.
Freeholder Garrettson?
Yes.
Freeholder Granados?
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak?
Aye.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad?
Aye.
Freeholder Staton?
Yes.
Freeholder Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Mirabella?
Aye.
And Chair Kowalski?
Yes.
Chair, you have 9 votes in the affirmative.
Thank you. And at this time, I'll open the meeting to the public for commenting on any governmental issue that they wish to bring to the attention of the residents of Union County. So anyone who'd like to speak, please tell us your name and town of residence and observe the 5-minute time limit. Seeing no one, I'll formally close this portion of the meeting and move to freeholder reports and comments. Freeholder Garrettson, would you like to begin? Okay. Freeholder Palmieri Muedad.
Thank you, Chair. On Saturday, I attended the Union County Special Needs Family Fun Day and Summer Carnival at Warnanko Park. It was a perfect weather day, and it was so wonderful to see so many community members together. Our county parks are places where people from all different walks of life can come and enjoy outdoor activities and time together. With that in mind, I'd like to thank all of the sponsors for their contributions to such a successful day. To find out more about inclusive events and activities offered by Union County, please call our office for persons with disabilities and special needs at 908-527-4781. And I'd also just like to mention that on Saturday, July 20th, the Westfield Neighborhood Council will be celebrating their 50th anniversary, and they're hosting a day-long activities at the site on Caciola Place in Westfield, and it's something that the Freeholder Board is co-sponsoring, so I hope that residents of Westfield and all of our neighboring towns will come in and join in the 50th anniversary celebration. Thank you. That concludes my comments.
Thank you, Freeholder. Freeholder Estrada?
Well, just a minor comment in terms of graduations. We have had plenty of graduations throughout Union County. That's why I wasn't here at the last meeting on Thursday last week, is because I attended the vocational school, and it's amazing the caliber of individuals who are graduating from the vocational school with, I think the magnet alone was over $4 million worth of scholarships, and the numbers kept on the 3 million range, 3.5 million range. So it's amazing, and I had the opportunity to talk to many of the kids, and it's amazing the caliber of individuals that have grown here in Union County and are very proud of the school system, as well as I had the opportunity to attend one of the graduations at Union County College. Same thing. We see so many people graduating, committed to their education. A lot of hard work is taking place, and we want to take the time to congratulate them in all their endeavors and wishing them the best and very healthy summer. The rest of the time I would like to bank today. That leaves me about 3.5 minutes. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Freeholder. Freeholder Staton?
Not much.
Madam Chair, can you just come back to me? I have to get a date.
Okay.
Thank you.
Freeholder Granados?
Thank you, Chair. I just, like Freeholder Strider mentioned before, I just want to congratulate all the graduates across the County of Union, and also make note in reference to, I attended the Elizabeth High School graduation, where they had a record number of 1,459 graduates who graduated from Elizabeth Public School System, setting a new high school record. And also, I had the opportunity to join Freeholder Estrada, former Freeholder Bruce Bergen, Deputy County Manager Amy Wagner, Director Debbie Ann Anderson, at the first graduating class at Simon Youth Academy, which is a partnership between our County Freeholder Board, Workforce Development Board, Union County Vocational and Technical Schools, and the Simon Youth Foundation, which provides an alternate high school route for individuals who drop out of high school for whatever reasons. They're not able to complete their original high school. They attend our facility and our school, and hearing some of the stories from students where they say they truly are a family, and if it wasn't for the partnership that we've created alongside the Simon Youth Foundation, they never would be getting their high school diploma. So I just want to recognize them and recognize the tremendous work our partners do in promoting education and helping all those who need help. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Freeholder Williams?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I just want to remind everyone that our free paper shredding events, we have one coming up on Saturday, June 29th, and you may know that we've been getting very good response, very enthusiastic responses from our residents, and so far this year, interest is even higher. So I just want to remind everyone that on Saturday, this Saturday, June 29th, at the Votech campus in Scotch Plains from 9 to 1, there will be another one of these free paper shredding events, 9 a.m. to 1, rain or shine. These events provide you with access to secure document shredding services, so your privacy and your personal information is protected, and the paper is also recycled, which contributes to our county trying to do as much sustainable work as possible. We'll have more of these events throughout the summer and into the fall. You can get the complete schedule by going to ucnj.org/recycling, or better yet, if you download Recycle Coach, the app, all that information will be at your fingertips, and you'll get automatic reminders of it. So that concludes my remarks. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Freeholder Hudak.
Thank you, Chair. First, with all the rainy weather that we've been experiencing, there will be, and now with the heat that is now upon us, we should experience an increase in the mosquito population. Mosquitoes especially like to breed in anywhere that collects water. Mosquitoes bites are annoying, but they also have other consequences such as West Nile virus. All county residents, and that includes businesses, nonprofits, anyone who manages a property in Union County, can help reduce the mosquito population by checking their property for trouble spots, and that includes waters that collects in flower pots, garden equipment, children's toys, play sets, discarded tires, gutters, downspouts, and more. So please be cognizant of water accumulating on your property. We have also begun our seasonal mosquito control spraying through the Mosquito Control Bureau, spraying in known hotspots. If you are aware of any mosquito infestation on private property or in public property, if it's on your own home, please do take a look around, because you'll be often surprised where water's collecting and mosquitoes are breeding. But you can call our mosquito hotline for assistance and schedule an inspection of the site, and that number is 908-654-9835. And if in residential areas, if you know of a property that is not habited or being foreclosed upon, you can also report those properties as well, and because sometimes they're not being upkept by the former owner or the bank, and that could be an issue there. I want to note on the agenda this evening, and it was talked about in the agenda meeting, but as this is now the regular meeting, the Union County Helping Hands 365 program was approved tonight, and that is the evolution of this board's response to the opioid crisis in Union County. The program will conduct substance abuse, reduce overdose deaths, and reduce relapses in Union County, and linking those who need assistance with peer recovery specialists with our partner Prevention Links. The on-call coverage area is designed to work in those communities where there is the greatest rate of overdose, namely Cranford, Elizabeth, Linden, Rawway, and Union, and there will be near around-the-clock coverage for this program. So it's a very good thing, and the board has been committed to this issue for the last 3 years, and it's a very good evolution, and we'll be able to get more people into care. And I want to thank Director Anderson for her leadership on that. Lastly, I wanted to join my colleagues in congratulating all those who graduated high school and college in recent weeks. And I was not at the last meeting, but I also want to extend my congratulations to my colleagues, Freeholders Williams, Granados, and Chair Kowalski, on your victory in the June primary. That's all, Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Chairman?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. A couple of notes of interest for our senior residents. Today marks the return of the Senior Voucher Program, which provides $25 in free vouchers for income-eligible seniors, and they can redeem these vouchers at participating farmers markets in Union County. In addition to the nutritional benefits of fresh fruits and vegetables, the voucher program also enables seniors to connect with their community and enjoy social activities at local farmers markets. If you have any questions and you need information, you can call the Division of Aging, toll-free, and for more information, the number is 888-280-8226. Also, last Sunday, I had the opportunity to be joined by Freeholder Chair Kowalski and Freeholder Williams at Union County's first Sage Table Community Lunch in Plainfield. That was held in partnership with the Hyacinth AIDS Foundation and Garden State Equality. Sage Table brought together LGBTQ residents of all ages in part of a national effort to reach out to seniors who feel isolated and out of touch. We look forward to working with our partners on additional programs to build respect and inclusion in our entire community. Of special note was the showing of a movie about a woman, Marsha P. Johnson, who was an Elizabeth resident, who really in the 60s led a lot of the efforts for gay rights and rights for LGBTQ individuals. And that story is not apparent to a lot of people, but the fact that it has Union County roots really touched me, and it was a great story of a great woman. Also, Ashbrook Golf Club is open, and after all the renovations, a lot of freeholders have been in and out of that, and a lot of public have been in and out of that building, but the golf course is playing well despite some of the rain, and the tavern there is off to a terrific start. So if you have some time and you want to have a good meal and a great view, I suggest you visit Ashbrook Golf Course and make arrangements to have some dinner or lunch there. That concludes my comments, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. Freeholder Staton?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have comments this evening that pertains to our seniors. The Union County Division of Aging will host a public meeting on Wednesday, July 17th from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Rawway Senior Center, 1306 Estabrook Avenue in Rawway. This meeting will be to hear opinions from the Union County senior adults about services that should be included in the state's 2020 strategic plan that is submitted to the federal government for funding. It is an opportunity for seniors to tell the county what services they think need to be increased, addressed, or added. Our Union County government provides many services to senior adults and their caregivers in areas such as home delivery and group meals, transportation, wheelchair accessible vans, transportation for medical care, applying for assistance available from state and federal programs. We can help you with that. Also, for further information about the Union County Division on Aging, please call 908-527-4870 or the division's toll-free number 888-280-8226. I also would like to invite everyone to Roselle's 6th Annual House Music Festival. It's the biggest festival in Union County. It runs for 2 days, July 13th through the 14th at Warnaco Park, and it's from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on both nights. Also, with the 4th of July approaching, we have several, but there are several firework displays in Union County, and I urge everyone to check the websites of your local towns because some of the fireworks displays actually start this Sunday. I'd just like to wish everyone a happy and safe summer, and be mindful of all the children that are out of school and running around, and keep our children safe, especially from fireworks. We want to make sure that they, are not trying to purchase fireworks illegally. Let's keep our children safe. Thank you, everyone, for coming out, and have a good night.
Thank you, Freeholder. County Council, any comments?
No comments, thank you, Madam Chair.
County Chair, County Manager?
No comment, Chair.
Thank you. I have a few comments. We discussed a little bit about the Board of Elections resolution for tonight, and I would like to let everyone know that the Board of Elections is providing all county voters with another series of hands-on demonstrations for the new Express Vote XL voting machines. So there will be weekly sessions at the Union County Courthouse in Elizabeth and at the Colleen Fraser Building in Westfield. And in addition, we'll have the machines at the county's free summer arts outdoor concerts in Mountainside and Clark, and at various other events and activities in Springfield, Linden, and Cranford. So if you haven't used one of the machines yet, I encourage you to take this opportunity to try one out. They're very easy to use. The full schedule is online at the Board of Elections website, ucnj.org/UCBOE for Board of Elections. And if your community group is interested in hosting a demonstration session, you can contact the election board at 908-527-4123. Last week, I mentioned briefly earlier that some of us had joined in congratulating Freeholder Hudak. Freeholders Rebecca Williams and Angel Estrada and I attended the ceremony at the Recovery High School, and when Freeholder Hudak was awarded the Pamela Capassi Hero for Recovery Award. And this presentation was made during the ceremony, and Pamela, formerly of Prevention Links, was instrumental in establishing the school, and she presented the award. It's the organization's annual recognition for an individual who has made a substantive impact in closing the achievement gap for youth and young adults in recovery from substance use disorders. So Freeholder Hudak has supported this high school since its inception, and his efforts to raise community awareness around the opioid epidemic are clearly a demonstration of this mission. So once again, congratulations to our colleague. And I'll add my congratulations to all the high school and college graduates and grade school graduates too, and encourage everyone to attend Independence Day ceremonies, and wish you all a very good summer. And I'll call for a motion to adjourn. Oh, I'm sorry, we have need of an executive session. Okay, thank you for the reminder. We have need of executive session, so I will ask for a motion to go into executive.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Okay, moved by the Vice Chair and seconded by Freeholder Staton. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Freeholder Estrada?
Yes.
Freeholder Garrettson?
Yes.
Freeholder Granados?
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak?
Aye.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad?
Aye.
Freeholder Staton?
Yes.
Freeholder Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Mirabella?
Aye.
And Chair Kowalski?
Yes.
Chair?
I'll ask County Council to read the statement regarding executive.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, the public body may enter into executive session for the purposes of discussing certain enumerated subjects. This board now wishes to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing attorney-client privilege communication and discussion of potential settlement in the matter of Valony D'Onofrio versus the County of Union et al. The minutes of the executive session shall be separated from the minutes of the open public session. The minutes of the executive session, redacted as appropriate and necessary, shall be available in approximately 30 days. Clerk of the Board shall retain the original minutes until such time as the confidential limitations have been removed, at which time they shall be made available. Upon the Board's return, it may or may not take formal action on the matters discussed. In this instance, given it will not take any formal action on the matter.
Thank you, and we will adjourn to, we will move to executive session. Okay, Vice Chair and seconded by Freeholder Williams. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Freeholder Estrada?
Yes, return.
Freeholder Garrettson? Freeholder Granados?
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak?
Aye.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad?
Aye.
Freeholder Staton?
Yes.
Freeholder Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mirabella?
Aye to return.
Chair Kowalski?
Yes.
And Freeholder Garrettson?
Yes.
Chair, you have 9 votes in the affirmative.
Thank you. County Council, is there anything to announce as a result of executive?
Nothing at this time. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. May I have a motion to
So moved.
adjourn?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.